Okay, difference in net income under absorption and variable costing. So bago tayo mag-proceed sa mismong topic, i-recall muna natin yung pagkakaiba ni absorption at ni variable costing. So ang pagkakaiba lang naman ni absorption at ni variable costing ay sa treatment ng fixed factory overhead. So, ayan lang naman ang difference ni absorption at ni variable. Kung paano nila tinitreat ang fixed factory overhead. Kay absorption, ang treatment niya sa fixed factory overhead ay product cost. And itong product cost na to, napupunta siya sa cost of sales. So, ito yung expense portion ng fixed factory overhead sa cost of sales na pupunta. And yung hindi expense na portion ay napupunta sa ending inventory. And alam naman natin na ang absorption costing, ito yung nakasanayan natin na costing. Kumbaga, ito yung traditional costing. Ito yung palagi yung ginagamit nung kayo ay nasa financial accounting at sa cost accounting. Kapag naman variable costing, ang treatment niya sa fixed factory overhead ay period cost. Therefore, since period cost siya, hindi applicable itong ginawa natin na may portion na napupunta sa cost of sales, may napupunta sa ending inventory sa fixed factory overhead. Kasi nga, sa variable costing, ang fixed factory overhead, tinitreat niya as period cost. Production equals sales. If production equals sales, therefore, net income under absorption costing is equal to net income under variable costing. Fixed overhead expense under absorption costing equals fixed overhead expense under variable costing. Therefore, absorption costing net income equals variable costing net income. So, to elaborate natin itong production equals sales, in reconciling the absorption and variable costing net income. So, meron tayo dito theoretical na data. Okay. Quantity produced is 100,000 units. Fixed overhead is 200,000. Fixed factory overhead per unit is 2. Fixed factory overhead and beginning inventory is 10,000 pesos. Compose siya na 5,000. Therefore, ang fixed factory overhead per beginning inventory unit ay 2 pesos din. Okay. Number 1, sales equals 100,000 units. Production is 100,000. Sales equals 100,000. Production equals sales. Okay, pagkumparahin natin, no? Sa absorption costing, lalabas sa income statement yung sales, magkano man yung amount, then cost of sales, quantity sold, 100,000, times the cost per unit, 2 pesos. So, ganyan siya mag-a-appear. 200,000. Now, pagdating sa variable costing, ganito naman na magiging itsura niya. Contribution margin, kung magkano ang contribution margin. Then, fixed cost, 200,000. equal dun sa na-incurred. Kasi nga, ang treatment nga kay variable costing kapag fixed factory overhead, ang treatment ni variable costing sa fixed factory overhead ay period cost. So, ganito siya mag-a-appear. So, parehas yung amount na in-expense natin sa absorption dun sa in-expense natin sa variable. Therefore, the net income of absorption costing is equal to net income na variable costing. Next, production is greater than sales. If production is greater than to sales, the net income of absorption costing is greater than net income variable costing. Bakit daw? Kasi ang fixed overhead expense under absorption costing is less than the fixed overhead expense under variable costing. Therefore, absorption income is greater than variable costing income. Okay, balikan natin yung ating theoretical na data para ma-elaborate itong production is greater than sales. So, tapos na tayo dito. Sa number 2 naman, 100,000 units produced, pero ang nabenta lang natin 95,000 units. Therefore, production is greater than sales. Paano naman yung magiging itsura nito sa ating income statement? Sa absorption, magiging itsura niya would be sales, kung magkano man yung sales amount, then cost of sales, that is 95,000, which is yung quantity na nabenta, times yung fixed factory overhead na 2. 95,000 times 2 pesos, that is 190,000. Kay variable costing naman, contribution margin, then fixed cost, 200,000. Kasi nga, period cost ang treatment niya sa fixed factory overhead. Okay, nakita na natin ang pagkakaiba. Yung fixed overhead na na-expense under variable costing is less than the fixed overhead expense under variable costing. And since na mas maliit ang na-expense, mas maliit yung binawas sa gross profit, or mas maliit yung binawas sa sales para ma-determine yung gross profit, mas malaki ang net income ni absorption compared kay net income na variable. Kasi nga ang binawas dito 190. Pero yung binawas kay variable 200,000. So since mas maliit ang expense ni absorption, mas malaki ang net income niya kaysa kay variable costing. Number 3, production is less than sales. If production is less than sales, the net income of absorption is less than net income of variable costing. Kasi nga, fixed overhead expense under absorption costing is greater than fixed overhead cost expense under variable costing. Therefore, absorption income is less than variable costing income. Okay, to elaborate, balikan natin yung ating theoretical na data. So, tayo ngayon ay nasa number 3 na. No? Number 3. Sales is 100,000. Quantity produced is 100,000. Sales is 105,000. Therefore, the production is less than sales. Kasi nga, 100,000 yung na-produce, 105,000 yung nabenta. Okay. Paano ulit ito pagdating sa absorption costing? Ano yung magiging itsura niya? So, sales again. Ganyan siya. Then, cost of sales, 105,000. Sa 105,000 na yan, yung 5,000 dyan ay from beginning inventory, 10,000, And yung 100,000 dyan is from quantity produced, which is 200,000. Therefore, ang cost of sales ni absorption costing is 200,000. Ngayon, pagdating kay variable costing, ang magiging itsura niya would be contribution margin, then fixed cost, 200,000. Kasi nga, period cost ang treatment niya sa fixed factory overhead. So, mas malaki yung expense portion ni absorption sa fixed factory overhead. Kasi nga, naisama niya yung beginning inventory. A variable costing, 200,000 lang. Since mas malaki ang expense ni absorption, yung net income ni absorption would be less than the net income of variable costing. And remember, itong 10,000 na to na fixed factory in beginning inventory ang 2020, yan ay na-expense na ni variable costing noong 2019. Kasi nga, fixed factory overhead is period cost under kay variable costing. Okay, illustration where to prepare the following contribution margin income statements, tsaka reconcile the net income under absorption costing and net income under variable costing for each year. During Flap P Company's first 2 years of operations, the company reported net operating income as follows under absorption costing basis. Sales at 50 peso per unit. Therefore, 1 million divided by 50 pesos. That is 20,000 units. Yan yung quantity sold. Year 2, 1.5 divided by 50. That is 30,000. Quantity sold. Less cost of goods sold, we have beginning inventory, wala. Cost of goods manufactured at 34 peso per unit. Ending inventory at 34 peso per unit. Then gross margin, selling and administrative expense, net income. And sa selling and administrative expense, yung 3 piso dyan ay variable, yung 250,000 ay fixed. 3 peso per unit variable. The company's 34 peso per unit product cost, so ito yon, is computed as follows. We have direct materials at 8, direct labor at 10, variable manufacturing overhead at 2, fixed manufacturing overhead is 350,000 divided by 25,000 units produced, 40. 8 plus 10, 18. Plus 2, 20. Plus 14, 34. Okay, tama naman ang break. 34 peso yung unit cost. Production and cost data for 2 years are given below. Units produced, 25,000. Units sold, 20,000. Okay, given na pala yung quantity sold. So, sa year 2, 25,000. Pa rin, units sold, 30,000 units. Okay. Contribution margin income statement na muna tayo. For year 1. Okay, ganito yung magiging itsura niya sa contribution margin income statement. So, year 1. Sales na 1 million. Less variable cost. Ano-ano yung mga variable cost natin dito? Una, yung direct materials. 8 times unit, 8 times units sold. 20,000. 8 times 20,000 160. Direct labor cost, 10 times 20,000 units, 200,000. Variable factory overhead, 2 times 20,000 units, 40,000. Okay. So, ito lang naman ang mga product cost ni variable costing. And syempre, isama din natin dyan yung variable selling and administrative. Kasi nga, variable cost ang kinocompute. Ang variable selling and administrative expense is 3 times 20,000. That is 60,000. Total variable cost is 460,000. Then contribution margin is 540. Fixed cost. Una yung fixed factory overhead na. Ito yung given, 350,000. And yung fixed selling and administrative expense for year 1 is yung, ito, nilagay dito, 250,000 fixed each year. Ayan. Total fixed cost is 600,000. Therefore, net income under variable costing ay 60,000 pesos. 540 minus 600. Actually, net loss, 60,000 pesos. Sa year 2 naman, okay, year 2 naman tayo. Year 2. Ang sales ay 1.5. Variable cost. Paano kaya ang variable cost nito? Okay, alamin natin yung unit sold. Ang unit sold natin ay sa year 2, 30,000. So, 8 times 30,000 is 240. 10 times 30,000, 300. 2 times 30,000. 30,000 yung unit sold. Yung pinanggalingan ng 30,000 quantity dito. 60. And variable selling, 3 times 30,000, that is 90,000. Total variable cost ng year 2 ay kano yun? 690. 690. Contribution margin natin ay 810,000 pesos. Fixed factory overhead ng year 2 still the same, 350,000. Fixed selling expenses same, 250,000. Total fixed factory overhead is 600. Therefore, net income under variable costing for year 2 is okay. Tapos na yung requirement number 1, contribution margin income statements. Next natin yung reconciliation ng net income ng absorption and variable. So for year 1, okay, for year 1, okay, ang pag-reconcile ng net income, absorption, and variable cost ay gagamitin lang natin yung pro forma ng ganito. Net income, absorption, then i-add natin yung fixed factory overhead in beginning inventory. How to determine? That is quantity ng beginning inventory times the fixed factory overhead per unit. Then total, less natin yung fixed factory overhead in ending inventory. How to determine? Quantity again times the fixed factory overhead per unit. Diyan na natin ma-determine yung net income variable costing. Ayan, ganyan siya. Net income absorption, 10,000 pesos. Yung naka-state sa problem. Add fixed factory overhead in beginning inventory. So, ilan ang quantity ng beginning inventory? Wala. So, 0 to. Walang beginning inventory. Total, 10,000. Less the fixed factory overhead in ending inventory. How to determine? Okay, wala pa tayong quantity ng ending inventory. Beginning inventory ay wala. Units produced is 25,000. 20,000 yung nabenta. Therefore, yung ending inventory ay 5,000 units. 5,000 times the fixed factory overhead per unit, 14. That is 70,000 pesos. 10 minus 70, negative 60. Equal sa net income ni variable costing. Okay, year 2 naman tayo. Year 2. Net income absorption year 2, 140,000. Add fixed factory overhead in beginning inventory. That is, kung ano na yung ending mo dito sa year 1, yun yung magiging beginning mo sa year 2. 70,000 yun pesos. Total, 210,000. Less fixed factory overhead in ending inventory. Ending inventory ng year 2. Wala. So, walang fixed factory overhead. Therefore, net income variable costing year 2, 210,000. Yung reason naman, bakit ganito ang kanyang formula sa reconciliation. Okay, balikan natin yung mga treatment. Ang treatment ng fixed factory overhead in beginning is padagdag siya kung ikaw ay nagre-reconcile from absorption papuntang variable. Padagdag yung beginning inventory, fixed factory overhead. Kasi, ang treatment sa beginning inventory, fixed factory overhead, sa absorption, binawa siya as cost of sales. Pero pagdating sa variable costing, deducted last period as period cost. Kaya siya dagdag. Kasi nga, pag absorption papuntang variable, yung beginning inventory fixed factory overhead is binawas na yan sa variable costing as period cost nung last period. Hindi mo na siya kailangan ibawas ngayon. Kaya siya padagdag sa ating reconciliation. And yung ending inventory naman sa absorption costing is naging asset siya. Kumbaga naging parte siya ng cost ng ending inventory. Pero sa variable, dapat must be deducted as period cost. Kasi nga, ang fixed factory overhead kay variable cost ay period cost. So, kung ano man yung mga nakapaloob na fixed factory overhead kay ending inventory ng absorption, dapat ibawas yan sa reconciliation. Kasi nga, fixed factory overhead is period cost kay variable. Kaya siya nakabawas dito sa ating formula.